Yeah.
Sorry.
Who's that over there?
This is Tim Moss. Who's that over there?
Ike and Tym.
Well, that's right. So this must be Loose Lips.
It sure is. Welcome back, Tim. It's summer,
Yes.
It feels like already with this weather.
Oh my God, right?
Holy, I can't get over it. Like it's like we had this cold front and then it just jumped. It was so extreme. It went from like 50 degrees all the way to 80.
Yep. Went from the heater to the AC.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of AC,
Oh, yes.
I was in AC this weekend, supposedly looking for a gig,
Uh-huh.
and I might have to take matters into my own hands.
Yes, well, sometimes that's necessary.
Yes. So keep your fingers crossed. We may have something hopefully for early fall.
Uh-huh. Good. Yay.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I performed at Queen's Pride on Sunday. It's one of my favorite prides here in New York.
Yes.
It is so much fun, and it's just packed. And
I
everybody, it's so great.
I was going to say that crowd was huge.
Yeah, it's always a huge crowd and always very receptive, and it's just it's so much fun.
And what
then
number? What number did you do? I think you did the.
I did Welcome to the 60s.
Yes,
The
yes.
one with the
Yeah.
where I play the old man, and then
Yeah.
I Want to Dance with Somebody, and I got the whole play
Oh yeah.
jumping and singing and dancing, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, you can't go
So
wrong with
much
that
fun.
number. You can't.
Yeah, and then last night, because again, June 1st, it's the start of New York City Pride
Right.
month, and I went to City Hall, the City Council, New York City
Yes.
Council, throws LGBT Pride celebration every year.
Yep.
And I went to that. I got to see a lot of friends I hadn't seen in a long time, and a lot of the politicians that I've
Yes.
known for years. And it was a lot of fun. It was very
It's
cool.
good, and it's good to see everybody's in good spirits too. Nothing
Right?
down and right. Yeah, that's what I love.
Yeah, because there were warnings that you've got to be kind of vigilant and keep an eye out this year at Prides, and everybody is kind of doing that. But yet we're just it just took us to a whole new level of celebrating.
Yeah, I agree. Once you start celebrating, you forget all the crap behind you.
Yep.
You know, and then also we have a gig coming up at the Copa.
Yes.
It will Friday, June 28th to
June
open
28th.
Pride weekend. We're going to be doing a pre-Pride Rocky Horror Picture Show event at the Copa.
Yes.
So
And
that's
we
going
will
to be
be doing
amazing.
it with all this where you throw all this stuff like we used to in the 70s.
Yes.
Oh, can't
It's going to
wait.
be immersive, and you're going to be there. Dorothy Bishop is going to be Elvira, which I
Yes.
cannot wait. That
And we
is
have
going
a
to be
special
amazing.
number that the three of us are going to do for you.
Yes. And then
And,
you have a special number with Dorothy as well.
And I'm also in the shadow cast. Like
Yes.
on some numbers, there's a cast that comes out and performs the number in front of the screen, in front of the movie. And I'm Riff Raff.
Yep. Oh my God, it's going to be a ball.
It's astounding.
Okay, now do riff raff. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun, and we got a lot of good audience participation and giveaways.
Yep.
So that's going to be good. We got some great stuff for the Rocky Horror Picture Show we're going to give out, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's Friday, June 28th, and I think can't they go to like Copa?
Yes, it's CasaEventsNYC.com.
Okay.
Yep. So if they want to go there, and then we'll also put everything in the Loose Lips podcast on all the platforms. So we are ready. Tim, who is this show sponsored by? Do you know?
Bam.
Oh, Uberlube.com.
Uberlube.
Yes, we want to thank Uberlube.com for supporting us, not just with Loose Lips, but from the beginning with 50 Shades of Gay.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm going to say, Tim. They've always been behind us. Wink, wink.
Yes. Yes. We love Uberlube.
We sure do.
It's always been there in more ways than one.
Yeah. And not just supporting us with their product, but they also come out to the show when we're in Chicago, which is amazing.
Yes, right? That's always fun. Yeah, when we're in Chicago, they always bring some people out and have a big party. So.
Yep. And then Loose Lips, we're going to do this real quick. Loose Lips can be seen on Ripped TV. So you just go over to riptv.live and you can catch this show every Wednesday on video.
Sweet. But and also, if you have any questions that you need advice on about anything, about sex, about relationship, about anything that you want to get advice from Ike or Tym, just send those to our Facebook page by DMing facebook.com Facebook.com/Loose Lips the podcast, or give them your email.
Or you could go to ikeavellievents@hotmail.com and send us a message there. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is at Loose Lips the podcast.
Oh,
I know.
Fabulous.
Oh,
can we get on to our special
yes,
guest?
I am so excited for this. Go, Tim, go.
Oh my God. Our guest has just this incredible career that ranges from dancing and acting and A&R for major bands and of course writing a film called We Five, which starred Eric Roberts.
Oh, yes. And she is the founder and CEO of Artistri, Inc., AMGMedia. And she's developing a series based on a true story that we'll be filming this fall. And I hear she's got a surprise or two to share with us, too.
Oh, I love surprises.
Yes.
So please welcome the fabulous Ellie Conard. Yay!
Hey, guys.
What? How are you?
I am great. It's good to see you again.
Yes.
I saw 50 Shades of Gay, and it was fantastic.
You did. So
That's how we met.
How you doing?
That is how we met. I wish I had met you guys sooner because you are doing so many cool things.
Oh, gosh. Well, so are you, and we can't wait to hear all about it tonight.
Absolutely.
I feel
How
like
are
I'm
you doing?
in comparison, to be honest.
No, not at all.
How are you doing, Ellie?
I am great. So busy, but great.
Yeah.
So tell us. So this part I do not know, and I don't think Tim either. Where are you living right now? Are you in New York?
I'm in Pennsylvania, but I'm like right on the edge of Pennsylvania, so I'm basically New York adjacent.
Okay.
Is that like up around Milford or Poconos?
So I'm in the like Bethlehem area.
Okay.
So I'm literally about an hour outside the city.
How long have you been there? Because I used to live over in that area.
Really?
Yeah, I used to live in Albrightsville, and I used to go to Stonewall in Allentown.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I totally have been to Stonewall in Allentown. It's not Stonewall anymore, but
No,
I've totally been there many times.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's weird. All right.
I knew that was you.
We probably run into each
Yeah.
other, like
In the back
100%.
you know,
Yeah.
as one does in a small town.
You're right.
There aren't many places to go, so I mean, like going the one place that there is.
Yes,
like,
yeah,
we've seen
exactly.
Each other there before.
Right.
So are you from Pennsylvania originally, or where are you from?
I was born in Pennsylvania. My family is not from Pennsylvania, thank God. But anyway, my family hails from New England area, Connecticut.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, in fact, there's a high school there named after my great-grandfather.
Oh my God,
wow.
that is so cool.
In West Hartford, yeah.
Well, your family, your name really is out there. I mean, your grandfather and now your dad too, right? Your dad,
my dad
is really popular. So tell us
mean
about your
pocket
dad.
Your grandpa? Yeah. Right. My dad, he was a rock star.
Yeah. Amazing. I was reading your bio. Your bio is incredible.
Yeah, he was famous in the 70s. He is now just a grandpa.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out.
And you followed in his footsteps, right?
Yeah, I did, which really pissed off the rest of my family. But I'm glad I did, and I think they are now too. So I think it all worked out.
Good.
So your grandfather, what did he do? That
my grandfather was like an incredible, crazy MIT. Like he taught at MIT. Right?
Oh
my grandfather taught at MIT. My grandmother was a school administrator for a private school here that I went to.
Wow.
In Bethlehem, Moravian Academy. So shout out to Moravian Academy. But my mom, also a school administrator. My dad, a rock star. Yeah, I could not do any better.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about your father, about his career?
So he was the bass player for Jan's Techniques. He also was their manager when that got them signed actually to Atlantic Records. Back in the 70s. Yeah, they were the first interracial group to be signed by a major label. They have multiple platinum records. There's a weird article in Billboard about my dad jumping into a pool and saving a veteran.
Oh my
wow.
Yeah. So
That is great.
Inspiring in its own way.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the 70s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then they made the movie That Thing You Do about that band. So yeah.
That's so cool.
And it all comes back around, actually, because my kids who go to Charter Arts here in Bethlehem, which is an amazing school, also, like, I really need to say that like 50 times. Amazing. But the principal there is actually the daughter of another Jay and the Techniques band member.
Oh my God.
Yeah, which is really funny.
Fabulous.
So she's John Walsh's daughter, and he passed away a bunch of years ago, but like, how incredible, right?
Yeah, right. That's and now, is that how you got into AR?
I got into it because I wanted to stalk my dad in a weird way. Yeah, I kind of wanted to be him. Like, I found what he had done so fascinating, right? So so I purposely set out to annoy everyone else in my life and to get into what I always knew I was meant to do, which was entertainment, and I found a place there, but it wasn't the place. So when I kind of grew out of that a little bit, like, because when you're young and you want to go to clubs and you want to hang out with bands and it's so fun, and then after so many arguments with people who book people at venues, you're like, all right, maybe, yeah. So,
I'm aware of that. Yeah.
Right. So then I took some time off, and I had kids, and fortunately they're artists, which is great. But yeah, no, that's how I got my footing, right? That's how I learned how this business works, which is a little scary, but like, and New York in the like early 2000s, late 90s, yikes.
Yeah.
Everything was changing and shifting.
It was. And I think that was probably the best way to learn. If you really think about like what's happening right now, we're repeating that time in history in a lot of ways. Of course, now it involves AI, but like, yeah. So it was good learning experience.
But it used to be that, like, if you got signed with a label, then you were there. They take care of everything from costuming and A&R and the music you did and the promotion and the bookings and the everything, all of that. And now, especially like independent artists have to do all of that themselves to get numbers, get your followers up, because labels won't even talk to you until you've already built up a huge following.
So true. That's so true. I mean,
it's so sad.
The days of discovering artists, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I famously talk about this all the time. I once stuffed somebody in leather pants and gave them a gym membership for Christmas. I mean, like, but that's real.
You're right, right.
That was that time in history.
Yeah.
And
yes.
I kind of miss it. I kind of don't. But but yeah, the discovery of art is something I do miss, actually, about the time now.
Right.
Oh, now it's anyway, we won't get into that topic, but
but you kind of skimmed over. You said, you were like, oh yeah, I'm a mom, I've got kids.
I did.
That's huge.
Yeah. And they're teenagers, which makes them huge. But like, no, my kids are incredible, and fortunately they've grown up in the arts, right?
Nice.
I think that's everything. And back to that whole point of discovering artists, right? I'm watching the struggle of young artists now.
Right.
Part of the reason that I started my company, really, is that I believe that people should have access to the arts. I believe that dreams should be a real thing that you can fight for and go for, and all of those
and attainable.
Yeah, I agree. Right? They should be like something that feels approachable in a way. I mean, maybe not immediately attainable, but approachable. Right? Yeah. So that's why I do what I do. I think I learned a lot from the famous people that I'm lucky enough to have in my life. Right. But I also learned a lot from my kids.
Right.
Now, how many kids do you have?
I have 2.
Oh my goodness.
They're awesome.
Well, you look like their little sister, Ellie.
Yeah, I actually, people do often think that I'm my son's sister.
You're the cool mom.
What did you think of that?
Like, don't you want to be the cool mom? You always want to be the cool mom.
So your bio, Ellie, is insane. It's like you're not even like a triple threat or quadruple threat. You have done it all. Like now tell us about the dancing and the acting. Where'd that all fit in?
Okay, so I started dancing when I was like 2 years old.
Wow.
I started acting when I was like 6, maybe.
Okay.
But I started writing scripts when I was in kindergarten.
Wow.
Fun story. I had not remembered this until I wrote my first show.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And I told my mom I wrote this. Am I crazy? She was like, I was just kind of waiting for you to do that. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you used to script our dinner conversations.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, how obnoxious. Gosh, you must have.
So you'd have to watch what to say around Ellie.
Yeah. Can we rewind?
Right. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Did I do that to you? Okay, all right, I get it now. Yeah, on a word processor.
Oh, remember those?
God, yes.
Oh my. Well, I shouldn't say remember them. I lived it.
Right, like we're in a typewriter, and like, I did that. Weird. So I forgot, but apparently fate remembered. So.
Right, yeah. So that's how the writing came in then.
That's how the writing came in. So dance is the reason I went back to school, right? Mm-hmm. So once I had my kids and I realized that maybe music industry I was a little like grown out of, I remembered how much I love art in general, just like being an artist, being a performer. Mm-hmm. Creating things that people can enjoy, and I think that that's epically important, especially right now.
Yes.
You know, what else do we have if not for art? Yep. So I actually wrote a political dramedy about 5 people who became president all at once.
Oh wow!
By lottery. Okay, so they were all different people. One was a waitress. One was like, they were all different people, and I just thought, this is so like good. And it came out of a comment that somebody said after a presidential debate.
Yeah.
What if they could all be there? And I'm like, that's a show.
Yeah.
So I took my going back to school, my master's in choreography and production design. And I took what I knew from that and I applied it to this. And I wrote a script in one sitting.
Wow.
And it all came full circle, right? I still dance.
That. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. That's great that you still keep in it. I'm since 2 years old, you know.
Yeah.
Are you
40.
with wow, you look great.
Well, thank you.
You look great. But now are you up with like the current moves and
I am. I actually also teach dance.
I
teach dance of all kinds. I teach everything from jazz funk to street to ballroom, and it's kind of my therapy.
I'm gonna have to take you up one day and
but
get
Tony
a lesson.
Guerrero's burlesque class at BDC. Do it.
All
day
well
long.
I don't think Tony wants to see me doing burlesque.
Tony doesn't really want to see Tony doing burlesque, I think, but he does it, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like he is a brave human, and I love him for that.
Yeah. Well, that's art, right? Everybody's brave when they get up on stage too.
It is, but they do like over the pandemic, right? I got into like BDC, Broadway Dance Center, which, by the way, I used to take classes there when I was a kid, and was so cool because it was like so big, and I was like going there, and I felt so special. But they had online classes; they did all of their stuff virtually. Wow. So I got back into it. I lost 90 pounds.
Wow!
I hadn't danced in 3 years prior to that.
Okay.
Wow.
But it was all I had, right? So I turned my basement into a dance studio.
Nice.
And Tony's burlesque class.
Yeah.
Saved me.
Yeah. Yeah, during the pandemic, right?
Yeah. And it was great because like it was there and you were present and he could see you and he would always say, hey, to me. And it made me feel seen. And it made me feel present. So it was really important. And it got me through that whole thing.
Fabulous.
Art once again.
Yeah.
It really does.
During the pandemic. That was just such a bizarre moment in our journeys, in our lifespans. You know, that was just such a unique collaborative experience, you know, that
I filmed We5 during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh,
We5 is the one you were saying with the 5 presidents.
Right.
Yes.
Correct?
And I didn't get to finish it, really. I mean, it does exist in some form right now.
Yeah.
I do hope to revisit it. But yes, I filmed that during a pandemic.
Wow.
And Eric Roberts was in that as well.
Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. I do another show with our friend Wendy Stewart called If These Walls Could Talk, and Eric was a guest on our show. I love that man so much. He is just the coolest guy.
And his wife is incredible as well.
Oh God,
okay,
Eliza.
so their family to me, Eliza. If I could come back as anybody, it would be her. But like she's so beautiful in everything and graceful about
and
life.
Spiritual,
yeah. So speaking of Eric and Eliza, though, you were saying about my show that's filming in October.
Yes, tell us.
Yes, tell us about that.
Directed by Eliza Roberts.
That's so cool.
Yep, I saw the name in the bio. Yep, that's amazing. Yep.
And stars Eric again.
Oh,
but,
good.
But there's a lot of other people you guys know. Eleni.
Yes, Eleni, our friend Eleni Lucas.
Eleni, yes. I love Eleni Lucas.
Eleni actually introduced us too at 50 Shades of Gay. So
That's
always...
right. She's the reason I was there.
yeah, she's amazing. I love her.
She's incredible and one of the most beautiful people I've ever met.
Isn't she gorgeous inside and out?
Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I call her my fairy godmother.
Yeah.
She was definitely sent to me with sparkles.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. 100%.
So can you tell us at all about the film?
I can. So it's a 6-part series for now.
Oh, nice.
Okay. It is based on a true story.
Okay.
Loosely, because the people I was interviewing to tell the story to me actually also passed away during COVID.
Oh, goodness.
So I didn't get the end. So we made the end up.
Okay.
But I have some incredible people involved. Michelle and Sean Kanan, Emmy Award winning producer, and Sean Kanan, who's been in I think everything.
Sean, wasn't he in one of the soap operas too? I forget.
Yes,
which one.
General Hospital.
Yep.
And they did a series called Studio City, which, by the way, everyone should watch because it's a weirdly honest view of the entertainment industry.
Yep.
So they're incredible. I have Frank Mancuso, who is one of my writers. He's an award-winning writer. Jason Shirley, who is, I call him my film Yoda. He's just an incredible person. He taught me pretty much everything I know. He calls it Film School Extra.
Yeah.
Right? And check out a film he made that was beautiful. It's called Elbow Grease, or I think on Tubi it's called An Innocent Kiss. But yeah, check that out. Incredible. It stars Burt Reynolds. It's like Burt Reynolds' last movie.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God, Ellie, you're really pulled in some amazing talent. That's wonderful.
I have a lot of amazing talent in this show that I cannot tell you about. But
okay.
But I'm hoping that the two of you will be part of that pool of amazing talent because I am here to offer you both roles in the show.
What? Stop it. I would love that.
Oh my goodness,
Ellie. Oh my God.
I hear you do a mean gay neighbor bit.
Oh, hell yeah. Whatever you need.
So
just tell us what you need. We'll bring it.
Eric Roberts' character in this show has, coincidentally, funny gay neighbors.
Okay.
You hit it on the nail with us. We'll show you a bunch of our skits and you'll love it.
Yeah.
Not at all influenced by Eleni. No, it was totally influenced by Eleni. The cards are yours.
Ellie.
That's amazing.
Oh, Ellie, thank you.
We're grateful for that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Can I be the butch one?
No,
Those
you can't.
characters belong to you.
Yeah. All right, I'll put on the dress.
You do whatever you see
Yeah.
fit, and it
Yeah.
will be amazing. You get to go to a gala. You get
Oh,
to do all that
sweet.
stuff. It's gonna be fun as
Uh-huh.
hell.
We cannot wait. We are so grateful for that.
Oh
Thank
my
you so
God,
much.
Ellie, thank you. Yes, definitely.
So that was my surprise.
Oh,
Well, that's a huge surprise. Thank
biggest
you.
surprise in the 4 years of us doing Loose Lips.
Absolutely.
Well, glad I could make you smile. I
You
mean,
did, yes. Thank
you know,
you.
we start filming October 3rd, so clear your
Okay.
calendars. But
Yes, October 3rd,
Okay.
and then you'll obviously keep us up to date.
I will. But yes, those parts are yours and yours
Oh,
alone. You
sweet.
own them. Welcome to the cast.
Well,
Thank you.
you.
Very grateful. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, of course. You
Oh, I'm
guys
so
kind of earned
excited.
it on this one.
That's fabulous. It really is.
Oh my goodness. Now, I've done a few films, quite a few films actually, and can you just tell? Now, are you producing this?
I am one of 3 executive producers.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you just tell everybody, the listening audience,
Yes.
in as briefly as you can, what it takes to go from an idea in your head to an actual film on the screen? There is so much in between there.
There is. It takes insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, to go from one to the other, you either need to be absolutely batshit crazy,
Yeah.
or you have to know what you're doing. And I think that that's the real key point. You have to have a budget. You have to know what it's going to cost.
Right.
You have to have a story. You have to know what it entails.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in this world right now, you need bankable actors. What does that mean? Well, names that people know.
Absolutely.
You're going to bring the money back in.
Yeah. And so, like, you have to kind of be lucky. I think that's a large part of it. I mean, that's sad in a weird way, but it's true also. I think more people should have access to the tools that they need to be able to do that. As an independent producer, it's almost impossible these days.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
again,
it takes a lot of faith and a lot
you've
of
got
time.
the story. You've got the story. You've got to get locations.
Casting.
You've got to get the crew together because somebody has to do lighting and camera, and cinematography and costumer, and that people just don't realize. One frame on the screen, it takes so many people and so much time and money.
True. Yeah, but if you're gonna get one person of all of those people to help you make it real, get a line producer.
Yeah. Now, have you ever experienced going over budget, and how do you fix that?
I think I don't think there's a film or a show or anything out there that hasn't experienced that. I think it's pretty much a reason that you put in that contingency on that budget. Nobody knows how to budget.
Right.
Right. Especially artists.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's never a clear shot, right? Because if you're an indie person, right, you're not doing it necessarily according to SAG rules. And SAG rules change like every month.
Yes.
It's weird.
Yeah, right.
So you kind of have to make it up, and it's a little scary. You know, my system that's going to be coming out in August, the Argo system, has a budget built in that actually does give you an automated version of that.
Yeah.
Obviously, do not marry it, right? But it will tell you how to make those adjustments and what to put where. And I think that more people need that information. But budgeting, impossible. You always go over budget. There's no way you're not going to do that. It's part of the job.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Steven Seagal movie.
Well, and even that, right? Yeah. And you end up paying a lot of it out of pocket. End of story. That is real. You maybe get it back, maybe. Yeah.
That's so cool.
And then once it is finished, then you've got distribution. You've got to try to get it out there to try to get some of your money back, and it's very complex art form.
It is complex.
But the great thing about film is you can do anything. You can tell whatever story you want. You can go to outer space. You can go go down to hell if you want. You can go anything and do anything and be anything. That's what I love about film.
Yeah.
So, what I love about this, my voice is going. Of course, it is because I'm on a podcast.
That's okay.
But anyway, what I love about acting is I can be everything I've ever dreamed of being all in one time. Like all in 1 year. I could be an astronaut, a teacher, a scientist, like all of those things all at once.
Yes.
That's incredibly powerful.
Yes.
It is.
Actually, the night that you came to the Copa to see 50 Shades of Gay, that afternoon I had a stage reading. I was did a reading of this new play that they want me to star in, and it's really deep and really heavy. And by the final scene, I mean, I'm in tears. The audience is in tears. It's just really intense. And then it was like the end, and I was like, okay, I have to catch a cab now to go over to the Copa to do 50 Shades of Gay.
Yeah, like, it was two different.
Oh my God! But that is the life of actors.
Yeah,
it is. But
turning it
cool.
on. Yep.
Like, how cool is that?
So amazing.
Yes,
you get to be whatever you want to be.
It's exhausting, but it's wonderful.
Yeah, and the audience reaction is satisfying.
Yeah,
right. But you also get to show other people that it's possible to do all of those things. I mean, can you imagine if we didn't have superheroes?
Right.
Yeah.
Look where we would be.
Right. And I mean, you have to have that. You have to have that.
Yeah.
And it's these stories that keep the world going.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's stories that give people the right, the permission to dream about what is and isn't possible, but it's still there. It exists in your mind. And if it exists in your mind, you can make it happen.
Absolutely. Right. And that's what art is for, is to dream and to inspire and to make you think and to, it comes from the soul. That's I think what I mean to say. Yeah,
it is. It's literally your soul on a canvas, on a stage, on a screen, on a, and you really have to put yourself into that. And if you do that, it makes it so real.
Yeah.
And honest. It's almost the only honest thing left.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, people look at comedy and acting, both of which I have plenty of experience doing, and you guys too, right? And they look at that and think it's a lie, but it really is the only truth that still exists.
Yes. Especially when I'm doing stand-up. That's when you're raw and you're telling it like it is. I mean, I'm more, I make fun of myself all the time.
So do I.
Yeah.
I make fun of you too.
And
right, he does, Ellie.
I believe that entirely.
But it's good fun.
Yeah, no, but you have to have a humor about it, right?
Oh yeah.
If it's not funny, what is it?
But that makes it easier for me to make fun of somebody else in the audience. I already make fun of me. Now I'm gonna make fun of you.
Right? And those haters who hate that, like why? Like, come on, don't go to a comedy show then.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I agree. I agree.
I know. I got up on the first comedy stage I ever was brave enough to step onto, right? And the first thing out of my mouth was, "So I'm divorced." But it worked. I mean, I rolled with it.
See, I usually do. Well, I'm gay.
Right? Like, I mean, like in my misery, there's got to be something humorous.
Yeah.
Right?
You got to find something.
Right.
And that's it. When they start laughing, you did your job.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So
I mean,
Ellie, I really want to touch base on you being the founder and CEO of this amazing company. And I commend you because it's a boys club out there.
Yeah.
And you are knocking down doors in everything you are doing successfully. So tell us a little bit about Artistri Inc. and AMGMedia.
Okay. So I've been dreaming of doing this for a really long time. But what I came to a point was during the strike. All right.
Yeah.
So during the actors strike, the writer's strike, all these things, I'm looking at Hollywood. I'm looking at my friends. I'm looking at my peers. I'm looking at my mentors kind of suffering in this moment and going, gosh, there's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
So what I did was I started this company back in, oh my gosh, it was almost a year ago now. I pitched it to so many people. It feels like 25 years ago now. Right. I actually have some incredible people. I'm working with Ben Franklin Technologies at Lehigh University and a bunch of other incredible people. Steve Austin, who's a Silicon Valley giant, you know, has been there forever. And what I did was I created a system of casting and production that isn't exclusive.
Okay.
I feel pretty strongly like Hollywood has built a wall around itself. Okay. I always say that I'm saving Tom Hanks, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. And that brings me to the next point, which is deepfake fear and AI fear, right? So there had to be a way where we could control these things. Right. So that's what I did. So I've been working for this past several years on developing a system that can identify deepfake usage of your image and audio.
Wow. Excellent.
I have patents pending on all of that.
Yeah.
They're unique algorithms. There currently is no way, audio-wise, to detect fake audio and vishing and all of these things that are bizarre and we don't even think of, but really do affect people like Tom Hanks,
right?
Who was in a dental commercial that he did not film, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. So, I mean, they do affect people who are more prominently visible in the world, largely politicians, actors, you know, people that
I did see something with Will Smith. It's been going all over the internet.
Yep. It's a real problem. If your face is out there, people will steal it. So there's that, plus the casting, which is a personalized system that works for both agents and actors, whether you're represented or not, and it brings you catered list. It actually cuts back. So I talked to this person once who said 6 hours a day for 7 days a week for 15 years they're spending on casting websites. What?
Yeah.
So
it's a lot.
Right. And it goes up from there. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Why is this happening? Why do we have people working to pay their union fees and to pay these casting website fees when we don't need to? When I know it doesn't cost that much to have those services. So I made it cheap. And I don't charge you for media uploads. And I don't care how many pictures you need to put up or clips you need to put up. And you can have access to the breakdowns of the scenes and the roles, and nobody's prioritized, and nobody's saying this agency or this person or these people can't see this role. And the line is only as long as you make it, right? But you're in it in order. You're not 3001 in line anymore. And in that, there's also a production part, right? Automated pre-production tools, like the budget, like the scheduling, like all of these things, the breakdowns that give you ideas of the probability of your project succeeding, for instance.
Wow, that's really
viability
great.
Score. Yeah.
That's
gives
very
you access to those things, and that's amazing.
Very impressive.
Well, congratulations.
Yes.
You want to know what it'll cost people?
What?
$15 a month.
Oh my God. That's great.
And access to that, right?
All of it.
Yep.
Access to all of it.
Fabulous.
There's actually a free part too. If you are a working actor, but you're not working yet or working right now, you can use it for free and you still have access to absolutely everything.
Nice.
But if you get a job through the site, then we take 2% commission.
Oh, wow, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's wonderful, because people are ripping off the artists.
Yeah.
They really are.
To be honest, they're ripping off everyone.
Yeah, right.
Agents included. I mean, everybody always forgets about agents.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing is, I don't know, in this capitalist society, everything is about money, 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 money. And I long for the day when art was celebrated. Yeah. Now it's more, well, what can we make that we can make money at? And if you're coming at it from the point of to make money, you're going to lose the art. Mm-hmm. I much prefer create the art and then make the money. You know what I mean? Like that's the reverse direction that I like to go in.
And that's the way it should work.
I agree. I agree. But it's in I feel like I'm an opposite. You know, my mind is in an opposite direction than the rest of the world sometimes.
Oh, you are. In a weird way. I mean, but not the rest of the world, just the people who control it currently.
Yes, right. Exactly.
So true.
We need to control our own. We need to control our own destiny and our own creations. Yeah.
Right. Everybody wants that freedom. Everybody wants the ability to do what they love. I mean, if we didn't love what we do, why would we be here?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But the question is, when you were 6 and dreaming of being an actor or a comedian or any of these things, I'm sure you weren't dreaming of taking a number and standing in line.
No.
Right.
No.
Right. No. So you shouldn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great what you're doing with this amazing company.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Yeah, impressive, very impressive. And we're so happy for you. You deserve all the best.
I appreciate that so much. And Eric and Eliza are part of that as well. So, yeah. I mean, I really did this because of Eric.
Yeah.
He really is the inspiration behind it. So.
Well, thank you, Eric.
I know. No, like, really, thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Eleni for introducing us, because that was
Eleni and Eliza and all of
and Eliza
else.
And Eric and everybody.
Yeah, right. Some more, but we're not going to end the interview yet. We're going to play a game with you if you don't mind. Okay. Tim does a great explanation of the game we're about to play with you. Okay. It's called "What Is Ellie Thinking?"
Oh boy.
So, and what we do is we write down our answers. Okay. So, like, Ike will ask you a question, like with 2 possible answers. Like, say, do you like it hot or do you like it cold? Don't say it. And then Ike and I will write down what we think you're going to say.
Okay.
So do you like it hot or do you like it cold?
You can answer now.
Yeah, now you can answer.
Cold.
Oh, I had hot.
Cold.
Oh, no, you did not.
Okay, so
that's the basic. Yeah,
that's the basis of it. But Tim usually wins this game every single time for 4 years. So this could be the day, Ellie. No pressure.
What happens here? Is this like Stump Mark? I mean,
okay. Oh my God, is that fun when they do?
I love that show. I was on that show once eating donuts from a ceiling, but like that's a long story.
My friend is the stage manager there.
No way, really?
Yeah. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, her name is. Yeah, I'll hook you up. Yep.
That next show is like haunting me today. All right.
Anyway. Next one, the movie Legally Blonde or Clueless.
Okay,
go ahead, Ellie.
Clueless.
Oh my God. Actually, I had Legally Blonde, but I love Clueless too. I do too.
You know why? Loser, what a moron. Oh my gosh, whatever.
Yeah. Oh God. I thought Legally Blonde. Oh,
I love that movie too, to be fair.
I just watched it the other night. I just watched it again the other night. It was on, and that's why it was on my brain.
So good. As if.
Both
all right.
Great movies.
Yes, absolutely. They really were.
I usually ask this question too, even though we just did the hot and cold, but I'm going to say beach vacation or ski vacation.
Ooh.
Okay. Are you ready? Go ahead.
Okay.
Ski.
I had beach.
Me too. Oh, I should have said ski. I figured, she probably did the cold. Now she's going to want to do the summer.
Cold.
Right, exactly. We're both thinking the same.
But
on
I
that
thought,
one.
no, she's gonna go beach.
All right.
I don't like sharks.
Oh, honey, you're in the wrong business.
For real. Yeah.
Right? Okay. Movie theater or movie at home?
Okay.
All right. I have a feeling this is okay. Go ahead.
At home.
Oh, really? I have theater.
Tim, I think we just lost the parts.
No, you still have them.
we have one more.
One more wrong.
One more. We got one. All right, game's over. No. Ben and Jerry's ice cream or Haagen-Dazs?
Oh God, that's a toughie. Okay.
Ben
and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's.
Haagen-Dazs.
Oh no!
Bam.
1-1 here.
All right, so it's actually a tie.
Oh, the practice when you counted.
Yeah, of course I did.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you would have won. We'll call it a tie. The first tie ever.
That's fine.
I'll take the first tie ever.
Yes, we'll do that first tie. Yeah, this is the first one ever. Ellie, tell everybody where they can find you, please.
Okay. So you can definitely find me on Facebook, but check out Instagram, Triple Threat Ellie. I mean, it's pretty easy to remember, right? I'm also on LinkedIn and yada, yada, whatever. But yeah, I mean, go there because that's me.
But it's Ellie Conard, Conard.
Yes, you got it. And seriously, Triple Threat Ellie.
Yep. Yep. And all your socials will be in the podcast. We're going to air the audio and everything. You'll see everything in there. And we want to thank you so much for being our guest.
Oh my gosh, this was so
wonderful. You guys are amazing, and I can't wait to be with you on set.
Oh my God. Yes.
That's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful again. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
That was a wonderful surprise.
So very much.
So this is the part, Ellie, where we wave goodbye.
Bye. Thank you, Ellie.